Hey guys, in my opinion, I think guitar brands matter, and here's why. I feel pretty compelled to make this video because this has been a topic of mine that's been stewing in my brain recently, and I'll be sure to dive into like what's going on and where I'm at and like why I think this way as it pertains to brands and guitars, like the name brand on a guitar or a piece of guitar equipment. But also too, like I know this could be potentially a nice topic of discussion for all of us in the comment section, in the community, as musicians, as artists, etc. So I'm going to ask this question right up front right now. Do brands matter to you as a guitar player? Whether that's the amp, the pedal, the guitar, the bass you use, the cable you use, the strings you use, etc. Do you feel loyal to a brand? Why or why not? I'd love to hear from you guys. So let me get my quick little introduction out of the way. My name is Xander Raymond Charles. I'm a guitar player. I'm a solo artist. I'm a hired gun. I am a professional musician, a professional guitar player. I've been doing YouTube and social media content for almost 8 years, and I've been a professional guitar player and a touring musician for several years now. I only bring that up as a reference point to let you guys know that I have been doing this for quite some time, and I have a somewhat unique perspective in terms of like, because I've been doing this for so long, I feel I have different thoughts about brands and brand loyalty and or asking the question to myself, do brands matter? So let's just dive on into it. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, follow me anywhere and everywhere, whether that's a streaming service, social media, subscribing to this channel. Thank you so much. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down below, and let's get on into the discussion. So I'm going to come out and say it one more time. I think brands do in fact matter. And the main reason why is this: inspiration. Okay. Right now in 2025, I'm in this like kind of new shift in terms of like what I want to play from a visual aesthetic guitar standpoint. Meaning, prior to this year, I've always played more or less dad rock guitars, single cuts and strats. This is one of, if not my main drop C guitar when I tour. Being a Dean artist, I am on the Dean artist guitar roster. When I play with Elijah, I play this guitar in drop C. It's a dad rock shape. It's a Dean Thoroughbred, silver burst, super sick, but it is not like a metal, or a hard rock weapon. And this one right here, this is a Strat inspired 30-inch baritone, my signature XRC Erebus from Cerberus guitars. So I bring those as props today for this video to explain like I feel inspired to play those guitars. Those guitars make me want to be inspired. Now, as it pertains to the brand on the headstock, that takes it up another level to me. For example, Dean Guitars, legendary guitar brand. I feel so inspired to have the name Dean on my headstock when I'm playing that guitar. If that guitar, for better or for worse, had a different logo or a different brand name on it, I'm just going to fully admit I would not be as inspired. There's something about the connection to humans and the brand that we're associated with. And I think most people would not necessarily want to admit that, but I think it is human nature and it's true. And hey, it's true for me. Same thing with Cerberus guitars. The name Cerberus means so much to me because that company took a shot on me about 2 years ago to design a guitar that really wasn't invented yet on the market. That is a high-end spec'd out production model, 30-inch 6-string baritone, and we put it in my favorite finish of all time, that is silver burst. Now fast forward to here in 2025, that guitar is heavily desired, it's sold out everywhere, and bands such as Memphis Mayfire and Architects are touring, playing, and recording with my guitar. Even just yesterday, Architects posted a studio update where they're recording their new album, I guess we'll say, new music, and my guitar is in the collage on their Instagram post. You know how amazing that is for me? So Cerberus, the name, the entity, the brand, means so much to me because they believed in me several years ago. So now like I feel inspired to play their guitars and play their brand on my headstock. Now here in 2025, there's one guitar that I really want really badly, and that is some V-style guitar of some kind. Now there's one particular brand that I love so much, but here in 2025, they're not having the best PR year. They kind of go back and forth with good and bad PR. That's not my business. That's not my place to talk about that. I've learned my lesson years ago to just mind your business. Recommend that to all you guys, all you kids out there. Just mind your business and worry about yourself. You're going to be way happier. I want one of their white V's, but because it's the brand and there's like a negative stigma to it, it's like such a such a downer, man. Like, and I don't necessarily want to play that brand right now. So then I go back and forth in my head. It's like, well, what if I get a different brand name on a white V of some kind? Well, that makes that much of a difference. And to me, I think it does. And I really wish I didn't feel that way, but I find myself wanting the brand on top of the headstock, and that's kind of interesting to me. So I just think it all comes down to inspiration and like wanting to feel cool. You know what I mean? Like, there's an old NFL player, his name's Deion Sanders, and he was called Primetime for all you kids out there. And Primetime looked cool, and then he played cool. So like, in my opinion, if you look cool and you feel cool, you're gonna play cool. You're gonna feel inspired to want to play. And it's so weird, like that's such a taboo thing to say, but it is what it is, and I admit it, man. Like, if I feel inspired to play by the brand attached to the guitar I'm playing, then like, I don't know what's so wrong with that. But again, it is taboo, but to me, that matters. Okay, so now devil's advocate. Where do brand names not matter to me? It's a great question. Well, for me, it's everything other than the guitar for whatever reason. I'm not even exactly sure why, but I'm talking modelers to cables to pickups, except EMGs are the best. So maybe not pickups. I'll pull that one back. Strings, picks, amp heads, cabinets. It's anything other than the guitar. For me, in my experience, nothing else really matters in terms of the brand name. And I really don't know why, other than like the guitar is the most attached thing to me and what I'm playing. It's interesting. I'm not even exactly sure why, but honestly for me, like I could care less what picks I use, what amp sim I'm running, what modeler I'm running. I use the Quad Cortex every single night and I love it. But like, if I had to use an Axe-Fx or a Kemper or a Tonex or a whatever, dude, like I think I'd be just fine. Like I don't have any sort of married feelings to brands in that aspect. And that's kind of interesting. So all in all, everybody, I think the brand matters. And I think it matters to me personally, just because it makes me feel inspired. And so if and when I do get my white V of some kind, I'm really curious to see which brand I go with, because, you know, it does kind of matter to me, like from a business standpoint, from a creative standpoint, from an inspiration standpoint, etc. And, you know, I find this subject very fascinating in my own brain. So let me turn it over to you guys. What do you guys think of my thoughts and opinions? I know this is kind of vain and kind of superficial, but hey, I admit it. I'm being honest and genuine, and it is what it is. So I'd love to hear from you guys down below in the comments section. Do brands matter to you? Why or why not? And I'd love to have a nice discussion. You know, let's see how well this conversation goes down below in the comments. But if you get angry or if you get offended by my thoughts and opinions, I highly recommend you seeking help and taking your unresolved anger elsewhere, not projecting it onto me. I did nothing to you, okay? So with that being said, everybody, thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know your thoughts and opinions. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys in a video very, very soon. Later.